Yo, today I want to talk about doing things because you want to do them, and more specifically, the courage to be disliked. Now, this is something that's been the complexion of my mind for pretty much my entire sentient life. I've always done things because I've thought someone will fondly look at me if I do that, or I'll come across well to someone somewhere if I do this particular thing, so it's worthwhile doing. And that's caused me so much shit in my life. It's caused me so much unnecessary pain and problem for doing things because I think other people will think I look cool if I do them. And I really wanted to talk about this because I think it's something that affects and so drastically affects a lot of people my age and a lot of blokes. And I think we so desperately want people to like us and to look well at us that we end up living a life that is a caricature of ourselves and we don't actually live as who we want to be. And the bitter irony is the traits that we want, we want to look like we're self sufficient and we're confident and we do things because we want to do them, but they just happen to be the cool things that everyone thinks, oh, look what he's doing. The irony is that these traits are only accumulated and they're only garnered when we do what we truly want to do. And we don't do something because of anyone but ourselves. We don't kill to the pressure of anyone. That's where the traits that we really want lie. And it got me thinking. I was just riding home on my bike and it was raining real hard. And I thought, you know what? I want to take my shirt off. I love the rain. I just want to go for it. And I went past a massive group of people and I could kind of tell that they were thinking, what's he doing? He's pissing it down. He's got a shirt off. And this is why I'm doing this video, is I don't care. I wanted my shirt to be off in that moment because it was raining and I was having a good time. And if I was to have kept my shirt on because I knew people might see me, I would have robbed myself of a moment that really will stay in my memory. It will be one of the things that I remember in years to come of when I was young and I didn't care about the rain. I went out and did what I wanted to do. And you rob yourselves of those moments when you choose to do something um, with the particular focus of how someone else will perceive it. And the more you do that and the more consistently do that, the more you rob yourself of these moments. And before you know it, you're stripping your life of joy. You're taking something away from your life by doing that. And I think the sooner that this habit is broken and the sooner you can get into a stage where you genuinely do things because you want to do them and because that's who you are, that's peace. And that's freedom. And that's the biggest thing that I've ever learned, I think, is to do things because you want to do them and not to fit in with the crowd. It's there's so much external pressure nowadays to do the right thing. Go and get this particular job that's safe enough to get you this pension, and we do things because someone before us did them, and we want people to, you know, we don't want to have the conversation with someone. We go, yeah, I want to be a YouTuber, or I want to be a rapper. I want to be something different to just sitting at a desk. We don't like having the conversation because it feels so strange to stand out. And in a society where you've got something like 62% of people reportedly unhappy, I think it's time we question whether what we should be doing is what everyone else is doing. Hence why I'm here. I want to talk about the fact that the key really to feeling happy and to feeling like you are who you are is to do what you want to do and to be who you want to be, and to us to an extent to take on the understanding that, look, we're not going to be here forever. And I know it's difficult to live your life on a day-to-day basis with that feeling of, I'm not going to be here forever, let me just do what I want. But you have to at least try to train yourself to understand that the only person that really matters is you. And you know, don't get me wrong, your family matter, your friends matter, and the way that you treat society and the way you integrate is crucial. And you can't just do things just for yourself. You have to be kind. But don't ever do something because you think someone will look fondly on you for it. Do something because you want to do it. Do something because that's the person that you are. And do something because it's what you want to do. If you want to do something kind because it makes you look good, you're not doing something kind. You're doing a performance. It's do it because you want to do it, and teach yourself to do everything with intention and do things because that's the person that you are. And it's so difficult because unfortunately the most prominent places that these criticisms come from that make us want to do things that for other people to, you know, think we're cool or whatever, come from people that are closest to us and who have somewhere made us feel like we need to do something to stand out and look cool and do what we want to do, or not do, you know, that's the wrong choice of words, to do what we think we want to do, but when we're actually doing it for someone else. And that is something that I think is a great shame. And to be honest, I don't know what to do about how to bypass that. I'm still learning that myself, but I do know that there is a true power in unleashing who you really are. Because I spent so much of my life not even thinking I was me. I was just a person in this body. I didn't actually think I was Tom. I didn't think I was who I am. And when you realise that and change that, you realise how drastically different life is when you actually choose to go and do something because that's what he would do. And that's who I am. And honestly, I do think there's something to be said about whether peace can truly be accessed if you can't do this. And I don't want to discourage anyone by saying that because everyone can do this. It's something that you need to really work at, and you need to day by day love yourself and learn to like yourself enough to do the things that you want to do. And my best guidance and my best tip to start with that is just to do the small things the way that you want to do them. Do the day-to-day medial tasks exactly the way you want to do them. If you're the sort of person that wants to put some music on whilst you make your lunch, do that. It's really nominal and it's not saying much, but you're expressing the sort of music taste that you like, and you're showing a side of you, and you're showing you do something because you want to do it. And just at every available opportunity, try your best to ingrain your opinion on something into the way that you act. And don't, you know, I find that the best example that I can put forth is I really like dancing, and I always dance when I'm on my own. But when I'm around people, I find it so difficult. I just feel like I almost can't do it. I feel like I can't actually move. And I'm trying just to, you know, just get a little move out because you kind of loosen it up. And that's, you know, that's the biggest thing I can say. It's just try and take the instinctual steps where you know you get that feeling in your head when you go, I really want to do that. You know, and you also get the same feeling that you know why you're not doing it. You might be at a football game and you'd love to chant, and you just don't because you go, oh, but it's me chanting, and I'm going to hear my own voice, and I'm going to be on my own. And you don't do it for that very reason, and you know that it's that reason. That's the good thing about this thing is we all know the moments when we're not doing something because we feel like we're going to stand out. and because we feel like we're doing something that at that point becomes potentially judgmental for someone else. So that's my tip. That's my guidance for this, is try your best and accept that this is something that will take time to do, and you have to be kind to yourself. Believe me, if you are in a position where you're worried about the judgments of others, the last thing you need to do is be unkind to yourself, because you've been doing that for far too long and it's clearly not working. So be kind to yourself and just try and push yourself a little bit further. Just push yourself a little bit further out into the world and keep trying until it happens. If you are watching this video, it's quite likely that you're young. You know, you're 20 to even 40, you're still young. You have your life to try this every single day. So just try it. There's nothing that you can lose by just putting yourself out just a little bit. And I say, it doesn't need to be anything drastic. You don't need to go on stage and start doing exactly what you want to do. It's not going to work like that. But just progressively, just nudge yourself a little bit and just start to develop a counteracting voice to the one that says, let's not do this because someone might not like the way that we look. Try your very best to develop the voice that says, but I want to do it. And with that being said, do what you want to do.